Okay. Hello, we are here to explain our project, Rhoteria, automatic bacterial detection and localization application based on microscope image. Next. Next. Our background, bacterial disease such as tuberculosis are in top 10 leading cause of death in some countries, and Indonesia is the second country with the highest number of tuberculosis sufferers in the world. Identifying bacteria is needed to be able to diagnose and treat the patient. To solve this, machine learning and Android can be implemented with the help of smartphone adapter for microscope. Next. Product and idea, Rhoteria automatic bacteria detection and localization application based on microscope image. This application will contain a machine learning model and pipeline for bacteria detection, localization, and count. Why using Rhoteria? While minimizing misinterpretation caused by human error, optimizing health services that are easy, fast, and accurate, provide health services that are affordable and easily accessible to all levels of society. Next.
Here are the example of previous research about bacterial detection. Even though they have good accuracy, but of them is still in the research stage, meaning that there is still no project implementing this technology for user use case. So we have some idea to implement this technology in this field using Android. We need this because there isn't any bacterial detection app yet for minimizing human error, and we can optimize health services that are affordable, easy, and accurate.
Our application will be authenticated with Firebase. Users can use their phone to take photos of the bacteria. After that, the image will be processed by TensorFlow Lite and send it to the database. Next. This is our dataset. We collected the TBC dataset from Kaggle and the other from DBAS. The TBC dataset contains 1,200 plus images, but the other dataset contains 20 images for every type of bacteria. Because of that, we slashed the data into 9 images, then we made the data until 200 plus images for every type of bacteria. Next. This is our machine learning architecture. In this model, we use transfer learning exception version 3 and we did rescale, augmentation, and adding up pooling layers. The classification layers depends on the number of classes. Next. This is our machine learning training. Furthermore, the features that have been extracted by the model are trained with the configuration of batch size 45, max Xbox 3, initial run rate in 0.001 and validation frequency 1. The model is tested with the data validation by conducting 10 experiments and getting an average accuracy value in 86.33% and average execution time in 23 seconds. Next. This is our machine learning documentation. Next.
In mobile development part, we need to make UI design in Figma first, or some platform that we may use for UI design. In our case, it will look like this. The next step is implementing our design in Figma to Android Studio. We will need to connect all the activity and fragment, as well as using Firebase and authenticate our user, and TF-Lite to interpret locally in Android. Here are some documentation to replicate our step in mobile development part.
Here's a Google Cloud Platform architecture form for Project Rhoteria. We have mobile apps for and platform service, and then we use App Engine for backend server. We provide 3 services consist of authentication, upload images, and predict images. Next, for the resource that we use in this project, first is cloud storage to store data. In this project, we create bucket in cloud storage to store data, image, and ML model. The next resource that we use is next, please. Cloud Identity Platform. This project uses Identity Platform to add an customizable authentication service to mobile app. This service will protect app user from account takeover. This service works by implementing the sign up API and storing user data in the Cloud Identity Platform database. And the last resource that we use is Firebase database. It uses Google Cloud Storage bucket to store the files, allowing accessibility from both Google Cloud and Firebase. Next. Here's the documentation for cloud computing. We also plan to do local deployment next in Paramita Lab at Surabaya and Engineering Hospital. The testing, evaluation, and fixation process will last for 4 months, starting from September until December.
Here are our project milestone timeline from July for in-house training and improving apps features until December for the finalization and apps release. Next. For the target consumer, we'll target it for hospital, such as doctors doing research, laboratory, and also educational institutions or university for teaching and also research needs. Next. For the revenue stream, we have some for government funding, investor, community subscription, personal subscription, and also advertising. Next. Here are our budgeting. For the first one is $5 USD, with the categories are team salary and research operational. For the proportion of 20% for team salary and 80% for research and operational. The expected runway is 6 months. Expected headcount are 10 people, and assets, patent, or copyright, data, and inventory. Next. For the second one is $10 USD. It contains of aspects from the first budgeting, additional budgets for team salary, marketing and sales, future development, and also other expenses. The expected runway is about a year, with the headcount around 15 people, and assets are patent or copyright, data, inventory, and also mentor. So that's all about our presentation. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.